Hello, hello. Good morning, Atlanteans. Let's get us all set up here. All right. So, good morning. We are here for a little mat and body weight workout today. So, we'll be doing a little bit of mat Pilates moves, especially to warm up, and then we'll integrate some body weight movements. This entire workout can be done without any equipment. So, all that I recommend is a mat. You don't even really need it. The biggest thing is I like a mat for a little cushion on the floor. So once you get set up, we're going to actually start down onto our side. So let's make your way, and I'm going to make my way onto my right side here. From here, I'm going to prop my head up into my hand here. You could always lay the head all the way down though, if you prefer that. We're going to bring our knees to about 45 degrees out in front of us from our hips, with our heels back in line with our body. Then from here, we want to press down through that top hip to create just a little bit of space underneath our bottom ribs here, keeping the core engaged, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. We're going to come into a little clamshell. So let's keep the heels glued. You could have your hand out in front of you for a little balance support. Open that top knee and close. So keeping those heels and toes glued, just opening that top knee up towards the ceiling. Warming up our hips this morning. I hope that you are having a wonderful start to your day wherever you are at. And feel free to drop in the chat where you're watching from. Nice inhales, we close the legs. Exhales, we open. Again, bracing that core so that we're not rocking back as we open that top knee. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, so from here, we're going to extend top leg down towards the bottom of our mat. We're going to go into a little leg lift. So we're going to lift that leg up to the ceiling and close. And again, being mindful the whole time that as we lift the leg, we're not now pressing down through that bottom ribs and that bottom side. We're going to keep it lifted. Again, big exhale as you lift the leg up. We've got another 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to just extend that top leg here. We're going into little leg circles. So we're going to start by going up in front of us, down, and back in line with our body. Up and front, down, and back in line with our body. Showing like a nice little beach ball size circle here. Again, if you're just joining us, just warming up our hips here before we get into our workout. Although this should already have that medial glute wide awake. I'm not quite awake yet, but it should be awake here. Last 2 and 1. All right, we're going to go opposite directions. So we're going to take our leg forward, up, back, and down now. Again, bringing that leg back and down roughly as it comes in line with our body here. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that hip back or that knee down and give that hip a quick little pat out. We're going to flip onto our back now for a moment, and we're going to come into a little bit of bridging. So arms either nice and long by our side, or you could always bend your elbows to help get a little bit more lift through the thoracic spine here. Step the feet in to where they're just about to your fingertips if you can. And think we're going to press the mat away from us, like you're trying to slide it out from underneath your back when we lift our hips here. Big inhale. On the exhale, lift the hips up. And again, we're pressing with our feet towards the end of our mat, getting a little bit more engagement there. And slow roll back down. Big exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Take your time today through all these exercises, going as fast as feels good to you. Good, let's go for 5 more here. 5. We're doing a decent amount of lower body today. We also are going to hit abs and a little bit of upper body as well. 1 more. And all the way down. And you take a quick rock with the knees side to side. And we're going to make our way onto our left side. I'm going to scoot down just a touch this way. There we go. There we go. Get my ankles right. All right. So let's make our way back onto our side. Opposite side this time. And same thing. You can prop your head up into your hand, or you could lay your head all the way down. I'm going to bring our knees to about 45 degrees in front of us. Feet back in line with the hips. We're starting with that clamshell. So heels glued together, open that top knee and close. And again, we're still just in our warm up here. So don't worry if you're wondering where the usual spice is that I like to start classes with. Sometimes I start right into a workout. Today I felt like a nice little warm up would be a good way to start. A big exhale every time we open that knee. Remember, we're not collapsing this top hip up towards our ribs. We're going to pull that top hip towards the opposite end of our mat. We've got 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, from here, we'll extend that leg out. We're going to go into our leg lift here. Again, big exhale as we lift. Again, being mindful not to collapse into that bottom hip. We'll try to keep it lifted as we lift our leg. And you'll notice if you do that, you've probably gone from, if I let my bottom hip collapse, I can lift my leg way up, versus if I keep that bottom hip lifted, I can't lift my leg quite as much. It's because I'm creating more stability through the spine versus just going through the range that my joints can go in. We've got 3, 2, 1. All right, lower that leg down, coming back into our leg circles. So the legs going forward, up, back, and down in line with our body. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go opposite direction now. So we're going to go up, forward, down, and back now. Just opposite direction that you just went. If you went the opposite way that I did. Good thing about leg circles, no matter which way you start, you get to go both ways. Trying to brace those abs so you're not rocking at our hips too much here. I believe we've got about 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Again, bring that knee down. Quick little pat out of the hip. And we're going to go into a little abdominal bracing work. So again, let's make our way down onto our backs here. Get yourself situated onto your mat. And what I want you to do is we'll go right leg nice and long, flex the foot back towards your shin. So stand active through this right leg. The left knee is going to stay bent. From here, we're going to take that left hand and bring it. You should have a natural little curve underneath your back. I want fingertips right underneath that natural curve. You could, if you need to, bring the opposite hand behind your head, but I really want you to try to keep it on your core if you can, or on your belly. Let's get a nice deep breath in. And on our exhale, we're just going to lift the head up just a few inches. So we're not all the way up into a crunch, flattening our back. I'm going to keep that natural curve. Just lift the head up a few inches, and we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the core in. 6, 5. Draw the front ribs together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the head come down. Big inhale, and again, exhale, lift up. Crunching everything in, hold it here, and still breathe here. So I'm breathing as I'm holding this, but it's just nice, more lateral breaths versus big belly breaths forward and back. 3, 2, 1, back down. Let's do one more. Big exhale, lift up. Hold it here again. Squeezing those front ribs in and flattening the core, and try not to press down into your hand too much with the low back. I'm going to keep our spine stable for another 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. All right, let's step both knees in and quickly rock those knees side to side, and we will switch sides here. So again, right hand is behind our low back, right foot steps in this time, left leg is long with that foot flexed. Same thing, big breath in. Trying to keep that natural curve of the low back. So just lifting the head, again, just a few inches. So not a full crunch, lifting the shoulder blades off. Just think, lift the head up towards the ceiling some, lift the tips of the shoulder blades up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, head down. Again, big exhale, lift up. Pull those front ribs together. Bracing our core here. This is part of what's called the McGill Big Three. He was a guy who studied a lot on core activation and stability. This is one of the 3 exercises he recommends for creating the optimal stability in our core. And inhale, let the head come down. Last one, big exhale, lift up. Holding it here. And we've done an exercise very similar to this. This is the actual exercise. I took it and modified it for the reformer in one of my core class videos. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Head down. Again, let's step the feet in. Quick little rock those knees side to side, and we're going to make our way all the way up. All right, so from here, it is time to get into our workout. Quick little sip of coffee. I see I'm going to have to back y'all up just a touch here. Pardon the noise. There we go. All right, so from here, we're going to come onto our mat, towards the top of our mat. We're going to come into squats, working out our legs. So when you're ready, big inhale, squat those hips down as deep as you can. Exhale, standing all the way back up. Feet about hip width distance here. And toes just slightly turned out here. It is okay if you can't drop your hips all the way down towards the ground like I can. Maybe you stop halfway. That's perfectly fine, wherever you're at. Big inhale as you lower, exhale to stand. Drive down through those heels. We've got 5, 3, 2, last one. Good, and we're going to make our way all the way down. So sit back, make your way down however you need to. From here, we're going to work into our abs. So let's extend the legs nice and long here. We're going to walk our hands back a decent bit. So you're kind of in a reclined position here. From here, instead of letting the shoulders roll forward like this, I want to roll those shoulders back and together, a little lift to the chest. Squeeze that inner thighs together. We're going to lift our legs up and then lower it back down. Big lift up and lower. If this is a little difficult for you, you could always get something to lean back on. So I've done this with my reformer box. You could do it with a small chair or stool. Good, let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All the way up. Come into a little forward fold here for a second. Little butterfly stretch. And then we're going to come back up. We're going to go through that again. So this time, instead of your body weight squat as you make your way up, if you want to make this more challenging, we're going to do a reverse lunge. So plant down through that right leg. We're going to go for 6 reps each side. So if you're doing the bodyweight squats, 12 squats. Right foot stays down. If you're doing this reverse lunge, step back to that left foot. See if you can bring the knee all the way down and stand back up. And 6 reps. Slow and with control. Inhale down. Exhale up. For 3, 2, 1. And switching sides, or if you're doing the bodyweight squats, keep it up. Last one. And again, we will make our way back down onto our butts. Again, coming back into that reclined position here, we're going to add on to our ab work that we were just doing. So again, hands nice and wide, roll those shoulders back here, a little lift of the chest. This time we're going to try to float the legs the entire time, so they're not going to rest down here. So we'll lift our legs up, lower down to a hover. Lift back up, lower to that hover. Again, try to keep those shoulders rolled back. Good, we've got 5 more. If you need to lower the legs all the way down, you can, but try to keep hovering for 3. Squeeze those inner thighs together, 2, and 1. And again, we'll come into a little butterfly forward fold for a moment. Got it. One more big inhale. All right. So again, we're back up again, going either into your body weight squats or into that lunge. Again, we're going to go for, let's say, 8 reps each side this time. So 16 body weight squats if you're doing those. And on the last one on each side, we will hold it for about 10 seconds. So I'll tell you when to hold, and if you're doing the bodyweight squat, I just want you to come down into a bodyweight squat and hold as well. When you're ready, right foot's planted, step back, and up. Again, inhale back, exhale, drive through that standing foot, come up. 4 more on this side, then we're going to go into our first hold. 2, last one, step back, hover that back knee as low as you can. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and all the way up. All right. So again, bodyweight squats, back to it, 8 more reps. 8 reps, opposite leg if you're doing our lunge. Go 3 more here. Then again, we're going into our second hold. 2. Last one, either in that bodyweight squat or a nice low lunge here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All the way up. And then again, carefully make your way back down onto your mat. All right. So from here, again, we're going to add on to our ab work here. We're going to lift our legs up and open them out, touch the heels to the outside edge of your mat, and then lift them back up, touch them to the center of our mat. So when you're ready, you can walk the hands back, roll those shoulders back, a little lift through our chest, lift the legs up, open them out, tap, lift back up, tap together, open out, tap to the outside, back up, tap together. Let's go 4, 3, 2, one more, all the way out and all the way back in together. And again, we'll come back into that little forward fold here. Getting a little stretch through our low back and through those hips. All right, so from here, we're gonna turn around and make our way into a kneeling position. So when you're ready, all the way up, quick little sip of coffee here. I'm gonna turn my head around for a second, so pardon the mic. And we're gonna make our way into a kneeling position here, or a plank kneeling position, kneeling push-up position, whichever you want to call it. We're gonna go into our push-ups here. So when you're ready, think press down through your hands, and we're gripping the mat with our fingertips. So you're pressing those fingertips down. Big inhale, lower down, exhale, press away. Inhale, lower down, exhale, press away. One more. And lower all the way down. You can let your forehead rest down for a second. Give those hips a little wiggle side to side. All right, so from here, we're gonna work into our shoulders. Let's take our arms out nice and wide here. Let your forehead rest all the way down on your mat. We're gonna keep the forehead pressing into the mat. Lift the arms up and lower back down. So it doesn't have to be a big lift and lower, but just a nice big T, or if this is too much, you can always bend your elbows like goalpost arms. And same thing, little lift of those elbows and the backs of the forearms towards the ceiling. Working all the muscles between the shoulder blades. Last one, and all the way down. All right, so from here, we're gonna work into another push-up variation. So what I'll have you do is we're gonna start in a full plank position. We're gonna do a full push-up to lower down. So I want you to lower all the way down, full push-up. Then bend your knees, press back up from the kneeling push-up, toes down, lift the knees, slow, lower down. Bend the knees, kneeling push-up to get up, full push-up to lower down. Nice, slow and controlled. And what this is doing is we're working the hardest portion of our push-up, which is the slow and controlled lower. That's gonna build more strength to allow us to do the full push-up. Good, 2 more here. Last one. Get a full push-up up and then lower back down. Again, you can let the head rest down. Give the hips or body a little wiggle side to side. We're gonna work back into our shoulders this time. Instead of a big T or goalpost arms, we're gonna try to go into a Y with our thumbs pointed towards the ceiling the entire time. Again, forehead down on your mat or on the floor. Get nice and long through the top of the head. Take a big breath in as we lift and lower. Lift and lower. And you'll notice this should be a decent bit harder. Whereas you might can lift super high out to the side, when we go into this Y position, it's gonna be a lot harder because we're targeting the lower portion of our trap, which doesn't get used as much as the upper portion. A lot of that is due to our posture from slouching, either sitting or standing all day. And this is helping to counteract that slouching, so you should feel a little taller by the end of class. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All the way back in. All right. So final round here. We're going to try to do our full push-ups. Again, if the full push-up is not in your practice, you could either go back to just doing the strict kneeling push-up or do that modified push-up we just did. So full push-up to lower down, then kneel and press back up. All right? So wherever you're at, hands roughly underneath the shoulders. When you're ready, big press all the way out and back down for 8. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All the way down. Again, let the forehead rest down for a second. Give hips a little roll side to side, roll the shoulders. So last one, we're going to go back either into your big T or into your Y. We're going to try to hold our arms up. I'm going to count to about 15. So we're going for about 15 seconds or 15 count. Either arms out wide into that big T or arms slightly overhead, thumbs up to the ceiling in the Y. When you're ready, get again nice and long through the top of the head. Big inhale, lift, and hold those arms up as we breathe here for 15, 14, 13, 12. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 7, 6, 5, 4. See if you can lift the arms a little bit more for 3, 2, 1. All the way down. All right. So from here, we're going to carefully turn back over onto our backs. I'm going to turn y'all around one more time. Whew. I don't know about y'all. I'm a little sweaty. So hopefully you are as well. It means we're working our muscles, got our heart rate up some. All right. So from here, you can do this one of 2 ways. We've got 2 more exercises we're going to do and a little bit of stretching. You could either keep the arms down by your side as we float the knees over the hips and extend our legs here for some ab work, or I'm going to take my arms up to the ceiling. This will be very much like the ab work we do on our back with the reformer with our hands in the straps. So whichever you prefer, if you need to, again, arms just down by our side as we crunch and extend, or arms up. When you're ready, extend those legs, lower the arms if you've got arms lifted, and back in. Remember, just like on the reformer, higher legs is easier on the low back. So if you feel the low back working too much, kick the legs more towards the ceiling like that. Good, let's do 2 more. Last one. And all the way in, you could give the knees a little roll around into a circle here if you need to. All right, so from here, we're then going to go into our big T arms. So let's take arms out wide. Same thing, we're going to float the knees over the hips. When you're ready, hands come down by our hips, legs extend, and arms go wide. And again, if you need to, you could just keep hands down by the side the whole time. That's 2 and 1. Good, all the way down. Again, let the feet down, little rock side to side. And let's keep our shoulders pressed down into the mat. Walk the feet over towards the left side of your mat. Let the knees drop to the right. That left hip will lift some. And a little like modified, more gentle version of our spinal twist or supine twist here. Good. Just hold in here. Again, just notice your heart rate. It should be up a little bit. Maybe not as high as we would be during a super hard athletic reformer workout, but just a nice little raise the heart rate. Again, getting our body warm, moving it around. One more big inhale here. Okay, let's bring those knees back up to center. And again, we'll walk the feet over towards the right side of our mat here and let the knees drop to the left, letting that right hip lift up off the mat here. I do hope you enjoyed this little Thanksgiving Day workout with me. I know I needed a little something before I get in here and get to cooking a bunch. So if you did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And again, feel free to comment where you're viewing from. Even a simple comment like that helps push this video out to more people so that they can enjoy these workouts as well. Or if you don't want to comment where you're from, you can always comment what your favorite Thanksgiving dish, if you're in the US today, or watching this later, or just your favorite dish for a holiday dish is wherever you are in the world. Let's bring the knees back up to center and extend that left leg out. Let's hug that right knee in. Give it a nice little pull in here. Good. Bring the left knee in. Switch sides, give it a big pull in as we extend that right leg long. One more breath in. Now let's either roll to your side and make your way up or grab both knees, pull them in, and we'll rock all the way up to seated. Turn to the side. Last little bit of stretching here. Let's bring that right hand down. Walk it out to the side. Maybe you can bring that elbow down. Your left arm overhead, stretching through our side body and through the back or lap of that left arm. Last big breath in here. And use that bottom hand to push you back up. Same thing, left hand comes down. Walk that arm out until you can lean over. Maybe you can bring the elbow all the way down. Reach that right hand overhead. And let's set a goal for this video. I would really, again, love a like. Let's see if we could hit 100 likes on this video. It would mean a lot to me. And again, it helps this video get out to more people so that they can view it and do this workout. One more big inhale here. And come back up. Take a nice big inhale in. Close the eyes. Let it go. Taking a big breath for you. Let it go. Taking a big breath for others. And let it go. And that will be it for today's class. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Remember, every workout is a step towards your goals, so keep pushing, stay motivated, and as always, train like a legend. Bye for now.